government in this town is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
Maybe you thought you'd see it coming. At the moment, Bitcoin is what they fear it is. A way to read it.
What an astounding revolution.
All right, guys, this is Denny. I am at Talentland in Guadalajara, Mexico, and this has been a pretty interesting event. And I'm here with Dariel, who is also a Dash proposal owner. Are you just on the team of the Dash? Well, can you describe what's your relationship with Dash?
My relationship with Dash? Well, I started with Dash at a meetup that was funded by Dash in Cancun. I'm part of the Bitcoiners community.
The Bitcoiners, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we were having all these the meetups that were explaining about how it works and everything, and I started just helping some of other members doing there was a Dash conference in Cancun, so I got to help in the conference.
Right.
So because there was going to be a conference, and the way I was helping was inviting people like business owners and friends I already knew to the conference, I said, well, I have to know what I'm talking about. So I started reading and searching about it.
Was this after the London conference or before?
No, that was before. That was.
So that was the first official Dash conference put on by Dash Core in London, but you guys had one before that?
It was a local conference.
Oh, okay.
It was the intention was
a big ass meetup.
It was a big ass meetup. That's right. Yeah, that's right. The intention was just to invite people to get to know about Dash and accept Dash in their businesses. That was the thing.
Right. So, actually, I mean, what I'm really interested in talking to you about is what do you think about this type of conference? Because Dash is sponsoring almost every Bitcoin conference around, but this is a different conference, and we're kind of reaching all kinds of people. But anyway, I mean, what do you think of this conference? You've been to this conference more than one time, and what do you think about Dash putting more money into stuff like this? I mean, there's Dash is here. This is the unofficial, the official unofficial Dash booth. How did you guys get this? And we've got our ATM here, we've got all of our Dash swag. We're getting more traffic here at the Dash unofficial table than Faircoin, than Z. What is it? Smart Cash.
Yeah.
We're getting more traffic and interest here than these guys that have paid a ton of money.
Yeah.
And is it more the community effort here, or is it our location? Is it that we're smart enough to hand out some swag, or what?
It's because we know how it's done. No, we came here last year for the first time, and we didn't know really what it was about. But once we were here, it was just Corroro and I. We were wearing these same T-shirts, and people was coming to ask us like, "Hey, what are you guys promoting? What's Dash?" So it's like, "Oh man, we should start something here." So we contacted the Dash Force team, and we told them, hey, can we give some Dash away just for fun?
Yeah.
They said yes. It was a big success. It was like 100 wallets that we downloaded last year, and that's how we thought we should do this next year, and we should do it bigger. But we were at an Acapulco, so we were busy with other stuff. So by the time we decided that we wanted to come here, it wasn't enough time to put a proposal up. It was a matter of timing. But anyway, we applied as a community. We applied as the Bitcoiners community.
Right.
So they allowed us to come in a big group. They gave us free entrances. They gave us a lot of stuff. And we said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go. We're already going as a community. We got the team together. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, I brought my stuff here. a lot of the stuff that I brought, we can't even bring in here, but just because of the position.
And there was some luck here, because last year there was a lot of control. Like if you were bringing a screen, you're bringing a computer, you have to do a lot of paperwork,
Right.
you know, for security. But this year is like, take care of your stuff, man. Like, because we asked, hey, should we do, like, should we sign up or anything? Like, just take care of your stuff. Like, you're responsible for wherever you bring in and you bring out. So we came here like the very first day at 8 o'clock in the morning. There was nobody here. We found this spot. We said, you know what? Let's take this spot. Let's put up the screen, and it's happening, man.
So, again, about this conference compared to a Bitcoin conference, when we're at a Bitcoin conference, you're already telling people who know about Bitcoin. It's like preaching to the choir. It's an echo chamber.
Yes.
But here, I mean, is it different for you? Are the questions different?
It's totally different, because we are, like, most of the people that is here, they're mostly students, and their interests are gaming, developing, engineering, robotics, blockchain, AI. So we are in their field of interest, although they don't know what's Dash, and they barely know what a Bitcoin is, unless they're into blockchain, like all these guys here. All these guys here are into blockchain.
And the stage behind this, it has consistently had speeches about smart contracts and Bitcoins and blockchains, and so it's really making its way into this. And gamers, even more and more, gamers are looking for virtual currencies that they can spend in their games.
Exactly.
I mean, Mario Kart, or
I think
Mario Brothers is it?
I think it's just a total different approach. It's totally different. The questions, it's like, so, what's this? Tell me about it. And yes, you have to start explaining from the beginning, from the start. But they're more open to what you have to say. There's more curiosity about it.
Yeah.
It's not like if you're at a Bitcoin conference, perhaps they're thinking in the back side of their heads, they're thinking,
how can I put this into my ICO? That's what they're thinking.
Exactly. But how can I make money out of this? If you're at a Bitcoin conference, they're looking at it as an investment. Like, should I put Dash into my investment portfolio? These guys are not thinking about that. They're thinking about the technology. They want to hear about new stuff, what's going on, what's happening. How do I use this? How is this going to benefit my society? How is this going to benefit what I'm already doing? Because I'm developing. Can I do something on Dash? Can I do something on this blockchain? How does it work? So it's different. And I mean, it's young people. It's all young people. So I guess that's...
I was looking at a site that comes out of Tijuana, and it's all about moving money on this app all around Mexico, the Roxo. Something I'm working on getting integrated into Dash. But on their site, I read some statistics about 52.3% of Mexicans don't have bank accounts.
Yeah.
So they're not using the traditional banking system. Why, crypto, Dash, and Bitcoin, everybody, they need to jump on this. Like, get your asses into Mexico and present this to people that, like, this is an option, because the thing with 52%, it's not that they can't have bank accounts, it's that they don't trust banks. And if we can show them that no one is in control of your money but you, I think that they would be more open to that, and it would give them more access to finances on the internet.
Yes, like, you'd be surprised that there's, like I said before, lots of students here, young people, but you'd be surprised how many of them, we ask them, like, hey, do you have Facebook on your cell phone? So we take a selfie or stuff like that, and they're like, oh, no, I'm not into that stuff. Like, no, I'm not into Facebook. No, I don't have that kind of applications in my cell phone. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many of these guys
they've already dumped Facebook or never got into it. Well, what's the cool new app that they're using? Is it Instagram or what?
I have no idea. I should start asking them.
Yeah. What do you use? WhatsApp?
We're using Facebook a lot right now, but that's because our proposal is based on Facebook. we're doing a lot of ads on Facebook. But out of that, me personally, I don't use any of that stuff.
I use it to promote the show, and every once in a while I'll put a snarky comment on my personal page, just something ironic or stupid. But the rest of I just use it for our show.
Yeah, I mean, until we jumped to the next generation, right, of social media, decentralized social media. You bank situation in the country. Right now, there's no exchange in Mexico that accepts Dash.
Well, we're working on that.
Yes, you have to, please.
Yeah.
There was some guy that is the CEO of an exchange, and he just came here like, hey, I wanna implement Dash in my exchange. And I'm like, okay, why haven't you done it?
Which exchange? The Monkey Coin guy, or?
Oh, no. I haven't heard of it. Apparently it's been running for like 2 years already, but it's not a... He was telling me that, like, I know Dash is very popular, and I can't believe that there's no Dash an exchange in Mexico.
Yeah.
So we have to do this. And according to him, he said that we have 6 months to do something like this.
Yeah.
Like, we have 6 months to whitelist Dash in Mexico, but I'm out of my element there. So
right. Yeah, there's a new law that they're going to pick which coins can and cannot be in Mexico, and it's called the white list. So I actually was talking to Jose of Bitso earlier, and he was explaining that. So some of the coins that are already on their exchange may actually be taken off. So yeah, I guess that is something that needs to be worked on, and hopefully what I'm doing here in Mexico with Dash will put us in a position to do that. So
yes.
I'd like to know, did you get information on what exchange that was, or?
I have his business card.
Okay.
But it has kind of a difficult name to remember, so I don't remember right now. But I got the business card right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the guy's charging his phone here, so he's got to come back.
Oh, great. Fantastic. All right, so I guess let's talk about it's Bitcooners.
It's Bitcooners, yeah.
And we just find Bitcooners on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing just outreach here in Mexico. Are you focused on other countries as well, or just pretty much Mexico?
Well, the Bitcoiners community is a very interesting community because it's like an agnostic community. So the purpose of it is just share information among the community. So you got Dash supporters, you got Ethereum supporters, Bitcoin Cash supporters, now you got Smart Cash supporters, PIVX supporters, and I mean, we share information among us, and there's always new people coming, and what is really cool about this is that it helps the community to expand its knowledge on what's going on, because like for us, we're totally focused on Dash. We know what's going on in Dash, but we don't know what's going on in other communities. So being part of the Bitcoiners allows you to like keep up right with what's going on, and that's the main purpose. So we, the Dash team, we are focused in Dash, and right now we're trying to start making more alliances with other Latin American projects. Like we're in constant the Dash Help project. We're in contact with the Dash Caracas, the Dash Venezuela project. Those guys are
Eugenio's.
Yeah, I want to start having being more in touch with Argentina. Argentina is starting a proposal this month, and what's going on right now is that there are coming a lot of individual projects across Latin America, but what we think is that we should start making alliances and get all together and start promoting each other and helping each other to expand reach and strengthen our whatever we're doing.
That's kind of my goal too, is once I get to a point where I feel like I've accomplished something here in Mexico with remittance, I want to go ahead and try try to transition into South America and starting in Chile and then working out from there. So.
Yeah, it's happening. It's something that it's happening, and we're very excited. Like right now, every time we do a post on Facebook, right now we get to tag like 13 different pages from other Latin American projects, like promoting Dash. And that's amazing because in February I started tagging just great. Now there's like 13 that we're tagging on our projects. So that tells me that there's something going on.
If you're utilizing Facebook, groups are the best way to reach the audience because pages get limited and they don't really reach that far.
And planning ahead. I mean, if us as a team, as a community here in Mexico are planning to do something, I believe that we should contact the other Latino communities and share with them what we want to do to see if there's a way that we can do something together, and at some point, like whatever we do can benefit them and vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end,
work together.
Exactly. At the end, we share the same culture pretty much. We share the same language. We like each other. So I don't see why we shouldn't be working together. So yeah, that's the next thing.
Yeah, so you guys at Dash start going to conferences like this and get out of the echo chamber of Bitcoin conferences. Focus some of those Dash dollars from the DAO on efforts like this where you're reaching actual new users instead of the echo chamber.
That's the thing. These guys is the next generation, right? These guys are the ones who are going to take the decisions. By the decisions that all these people is going to start taking are going to shape the consensus of the future, right?
You know, I think another good idea, and I don't know why this hasn't happened yet, is, you know, like instead of funding so many projects that are very similar, like we are funding a lot of news projects right now. We should really get into gaming. You know, I mean, look around. Digital currencies in a digital world.
That's right.
This should be a focus for Dash.
Did you see the gaming
to look
stage?
at the game. I know, man. But I mean, there's stages everywhere. This place is incredible.
It's pretty cool, yeah. The energy is amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's it for now. Peace.
Peace.